Hi everyone, Christine here at Christine's Craft Table, coming to you on December 9th, and I just thought I would do another little catch up on my crochet work. I've been busy, feeling much better this month after losing a lot of crochet time in November due to illness, but we are over that and so thankful and so happy to be breathing and not coughing. And breathing is something you just take for granted, and until you can't until you try and take that deep breath and nothing comes out but coughing, and you feel like your ribs are breaking because you're coughing so hard. Yeah, it was no joke, no fun, but thank you, Lord. I'm healed finally, and just really glad that my husband encouraged me to get to the doctor very quickly this time around. It was not COVID, it was just a bad flu, I guess, a bug that felt a lot like my bout with COVID a couple years ago, just when that cough settles in and you just can't get rid of it. But by day 4, we were at the doctor this time and just got pumped up with some steroids and cough medicine and antibiotic, and he said, we're gonna hit this really hard, and we did, and it worked. And just so thankful. So now to share my crochet. First I wanted to share, this is what I've looked like most of the day today. This was one of my loom hat experiments. It is quite baggy, but it is really soft and really light. And I think this was Bernat blanket yarn. And I used the round loom, knitting loom, but I think I used too big a round. I should have used the neck size down. So it came out very loose. But the thing I like about this, and I only wear it around the house, is it is super lightweight, because sometimes after a while, snug hat will start giving me a little bit of a headache. So I can't keep it on for hours and hours. And this thing, I put it on and it's like I don't even feel like I have anything on, but it gives you just that little bit of warmth that sometimes you need when you're sitting crocheting, not moving, and you start getting that chilly feeling, which I do now and then. So I wanted to share this blanket yarn on a loom. And again, that was kind of a sloppy join there in the middle, but it serves its purpose, and for that I keep using it. Okay, now I finished my squares for the Granny's Magical Cupboard for December. So now the next step is blocking, and then I get to join them all. And well, first I get to lay them out and figure out the pattern I want to use. I have 48 total squares, so that's exciting. And then I get to start joining. And this is the square for December. So it's called the Bean Garden Granny Square. And it's just a combination of V-stitches and bean stitches. You can see them more clearly on the light color, these little beans. So you're basically just alternating V's and beans, and I love saying that, for 6 rounds. And again, you mix and match your colorway however you want. So that's my first one. This is my second one. I like to do a square with all my colors. I think I've done that most months. And then here's my third. Actually, this was my fourth, I think. I was running out of the dark sage, which is one of my favorite colors. That's Karen Simply Soft. So I thought I was gonna do just the light sage white and amethyst, but it was looking too Eastery. And so I brought in the grape again, and I just love the way that turned out. So that's my third or fourth, and this was my third. So that is December. And next I will show you my layout, probably before I start stitching them all together. So exciting. Granny's Magical Cupboard. I encourage you to check it out. There's a whole playlist now on Jada & Stitch's channel, so you can start on week 1 and just work through them all at your leisure and produce a beautiful blanket. What else have I been working on? Well, I made a little progress on my Zerzura Shawl by J Hook Crochet. The pattern is by her. And we're getting some more flowers there. Love, love, love this pattern so much. And I think it'll be done just in time for spring. Yeah, it's slow going because I've just got too many things going on right now, but I do pick it up now and then and just work on it for a change. This is a pattern I need to pay very careful attention to, so it's not something I can work on while I'm concentrating on anything else. So, but that is coming along and I'm very happy with it. Next, my little soccer outfit for the 18-inch doll that I started. So I think I hadn't gotten the number on yet last time, so that was my niece's number when she played soccer. And I've got a doll. I'll put it all together for you when I finish it so you can see how it looks on the doll. And I still need to add a button there, but I think that's adorable. And these were her colors, sort of. I think the blue was a little bit different, but you know, you can't match it perfectly. But I think it's going to be close. Oops. And then her shorts were white, so there's the shorts. And just need to weave in my ends and put a little stripe of blue, if I have enough, down the sides. I'm playing yarn chicken with this blue because it was a scrap, and I'm not quite sure if I have enough for the stripes, but we are going to give it a go. So that's coming out really cute. I like that. Next up, I started another project, and this was out of necessity because I sit here using my favorite poncho, which I have shown before. It is my Bag-O-Day pattern. I think it's called Autumn Stripes. This is like my favorite shawl ever. It is made with Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK, which is like one of my favorite yarns. So it's very lightweight, but warm, cozy. The shawls, the fringe is a lot of fun, although sometimes I find myself catching myself places that I do not want to catch myself. So I have to be careful, even around the house. I don't really wear it out. Well, I think I wore it out once, but you just have to be so careful with a poncho. You're not going to get caught on doorknobs and such. I'm always getting caught on my kitchen drawer handles. They have that part that sticks out on each side, and invariably I'm walking by and they get caught in the little holes. So I have to be careful. Anyway, I love this shawl, but it's a little bit too light actually for this time of year. I find it not being quite enough if I'm just wearing a thin shirt and then I put this on. Sometimes it's not enough, even though I even put a hat on sometimes. So I decided to make a heavier poncho. Another Bag O' Day pattern, of course. She's my go-to. And I purchased the bundle of all her patterns. So it's just so easy to pull up a PDF, and every one that I have tried so far has a link to the video tutorial, which is just so helpful, that I just can't miss with her patterns. So I love them. This is the Snow on the Alps pattern, and it is a 4-point poncho, which I love. I'm not going to put fringe on this one to keep it a little shorter, and the yarn is a bulky yarn, so it's definitely going to be warmer. And this pattern has a higher collar. So after you finish it, you add in, I think it's 2 or 3 rows of post stitches for a nice kind of, you know, cowl type neck, which is why I chose the pattern really, because I wanted that higher neck for warmth. And this is this is Hobby, what is it? Hobby Lobby. I love this chunky in the color Plumberry, but I didn't have enough, so I pulled out, well, this is the main color I wanted to use, but I didn't have enough for the whole shawl, so that's when I went and got the Plumberry. This is my mandala watercolors in Tea Berry, one of my Make 9 yarns from the beginning of the year, which I wanted to use this year. So we might just make it if we can finish this by December 31st, because the poncho will use up the rest. I have 3 more skeins of this, well, 2.5 to use up. And so that's this bottom part. And I love the colors, it's very happy. And this will be white Hobby Lobby. I love this chunky for this will be the collar. So I think it'll be pretty. And you will see the progress. So again, another easy pattern. This is triple crochets alternating with single crochets. So row of triples, row of single, triple, single. So this does not require a whole lot of concentration, other than I do count my stitches at the end of each side to make sure I haven't skipped a stitch or added a stitch. So I'm on count, and yeah, coming along nicely. So that was a new project, but like I said, born out of necessity, because I really wanted a warm poncho to wear while I'm crocheting. Okay. And lastly, I will show you my progress on, you guessed it. Oh, I'm dropping everything. My great thermal blanket. And it's getting quite bulky. So you see I have to move everything out of the way when I show you. But I'm very happy with the progress. So right now we're working on this white row. But I think since I last saw you, I was actually working on this white row. So we did the stonewash and navy, and then this Arctic ice, and back to the white. So each of these is about 4 inches. So that's about 13, 14 inches since I saw you last. And so this is the whole thing. that it's so much fun working on now because well, for one thing, it keeps me warm. So, yeah, I don't need my thick poncho when I'm working on this because basically it covers me while I'm working on it. Don't worry, sis, I'll give it a good wash when I'm finished. But, yeah, it's getting very bulky. So, as you can see, this is folded. But yeah, my great project, this might be my greatest project of my crochet career. Yeah, I haven't started my square for Judy yet for December. As soon as I do that, I do have my yarns picked out. So as soon as I finish that one, I have another blanket to put together for Judy's Creations in Crochet. Her monthly mal also finishes up in December with December's square. And yeah, it's been a fun year of make-alongs. I've been doing, I've been watching the sessions that Tiffany does now on Wednesdays, Crochet with Tiffany. She does, I think it's at 2 o'clock on Wednesdays for an hour. She does a what does she call it? Whip It Wednesday? Something like that. Anyway, it's on Crochet with Tiffany. And she does 3 20-minute segments. So you pick 3 of your whip projects, and for 20 minutes each, you work on them. And after 20 minutes, she sets a timer and everything. So it's really nice to have that, you know, just set structure for that hour of time to help you be productive on 3 different projects. And she encourages you to pick up whips that you maybe haven't picked up in a while that you need to. And so it's been fun to, I think I've worked on the Zerzura Shawl and on my doll outfit, the poncho, and even this blanket. But it's so 20 minutes each project. And so after the first 20 minutes, she gives you 5 minutes to wrap up what you're doing and get ready with the next one. And then after the second 20 minutes, she does a little stretching session, which is wonderful. You don't realize that you need it until you actually stand up and start moving. And it's like, oh yeah, I needed that. So she does that, and then you get ready and start your last 20-minute session. And it's fun. You just listen to her chatter away. And some people, I think, don't crochet as much as just chat with her on the chat because it's a live session, and others of us just crochet and listen. And sometimes I don't even catch the live, and so I'll watch the replay, and it's just as productive because I just follow her along. And so that's been fun. I've been doing that, and of course crocheting as much as I can. I guess that's all I have. See you soon.